we have already discussed. It means uniting, bringing together the various components of an organization, including men, money, material, and machinery. So, all those things jointly are known as structure of the organization. But while working, while carrying out the various activities of these organization, bringing into action all these components of the organization is known as organizing. So, organizing is a process. It is the name of a process by which all the components of the organization are made workable. They are put into action to achieve the organizational goals and objectives. Now, in today's lesson, we may study one by one the steps which are being taken while doing the organizing process. So I may say that the process of organizing involves the following steps. Number one, that is division of work. My dear students, we see that a business organization, when we talk of an industry or a company or an enterprise where goods are being manufactured or produced, and in this process large number of people are employed on the work, so naturally this work cannot be done by a single person or some persons. So we first estimate the work of the organization, and then we count the number of employees, and we divide this work in an organization among the various individuals, among the various workers of the organization. So that is known as division of work, so that everybody can get a little part of the work to do, so that he can do his work without any fatigue, without any stress, without any compulsion. And again, this work is divided on the lines of the specialization, that a proper work should be given to a proper person, the person who has the knowledge of this work. When the work is divided in such a way, it is done in a best possible way. And when the work of a organization is carried on in a best possible way, the organization will flourish and its objectives will be achieved. This was the first point, that is division of work. Number second, grouping jobs or activities. Second thing is, there are some jobs which are of the similar nature. In order to, or the jobs which are of the same nature, which fall under the same category. In this organization process, such jobs are grouped together. Such activities are grouped together, so that one group gets help from the another group, or so that one group is looked after by the another group. Any If one group has any problem, it is being this problem is being solved by the another group, because the job is of the similar nature. So this grouping of jobs is the another step in the process of organizing. Number third, this grouping of jobs has so many things. Number one is specialization. It has some points there, that is Number one is specialization. These jobs are grouped on the basis of specialization. Firstly, jobs are allocated on the basis of specialization. When the jobs are uh, assigned on the basis of specialization, they can be carried out in a best possible way. The goals of organization can be achieved. So first important point of this grouping of jobs is specialization. Then there is coordination. Coordination is that if one job is similar to another, there should be a coordination between these two groups. They must be kept side by side. There must be a systematic arrangement for these people, so that if one group has any problem in carrying out his job, the another group may become helpful to it. Number third point in grouping is that economy. Why these groupings are being done? So that if we keep one group in one room and another group in another room, but the nature of the job is same, so naturally we have to hire two rooms. Naturally, our rent for the rooms will be higher. Naturally, one the people in one room may go for the seeking guidance in the another room. It will waste our time. There will be a wastage of time. So that is why we say this grouping is done for economy. Economy means for saving of the resources of the organization. We may use the resources of organization economically in a balanced manner. There should be a judicious use of our resources, both personal as well as material resources. That is known as economy. For maintaining economy, for achieving economy, we group the jobs together. Then there is attention. Again, much more attention will be given to the various activities when we are side by side. When we are far away, so there will be less attention. And next point of this grouping of jobs is control. Naturally, it will be easy to control the activities of the various groups if they are nearby. If they are located far away, one group will be looked upon in a best way, till then the next group will be out of reach. So in order to make a better control, grouping of jobs or activities is important. Then the third point is assigning duties. This process of organizing, this is the third step in assigning, in the process of organizing, that is assigning duties. Because the organization has so many employees, the organizing process, this organization needs to assign the duties to these particular employees according to their competencies, according to their abilities, according to their knowledge and experience. And again, these people should also be made accountable, while authority and responsibility should go side by side. Then number 4 is delegation of authority. We see that if some people are given a work to do, but they have not been given the authority to control this work or to control the situation, so that person cannot perform his duty particularly. So that is why it is said that authority and responsibility should go side by side. So the authority should be delegated to the lower levels, so that they can also feel happy, and so they are also at the helm of affairs to control the situation and do the job in a best possible way and achieve the organizational goals. And last point in this is coordinating activities. The process of organizing also is, this is the step in the process of organizing, that in this system we coordinate the activities of various departments of the organization. Various positions of the organization are coordinated. A coordination is created there. A link is being made a communication flow is there between the various departments of an organization, and an understanding is created between them so that they can make they can work together, mm, joining hand in hands so that the organizational objectives can be achieved and the organization can lead to the skies and achieve its goals and develop day by day. My dear students, in this lesson, I think it is enough. Inshallah, see you into the next lesson. Till then, goodbye. Oh,